Hi kids, good morning and welcome to Hummingbird Yoga with Ruth. I'm excited to share some time with you. We'll start out with a book. It's called I Am Yoga. Who likes a good story? This one is a great yoga story. It's by Susan and the art is done by Peter. So let's go ahead and join together. If you've got a comfortable spot to sit, if you want to lay down, if you have a few wiggles left in you, go ahead and wiggle them out. We'll join together. When I feel small in a world so big, do you feel small sometimes like a teeny ant climbing up a tree? When I wonder, how do I fit in? Maybe school has started again. I hope it has for you. And maybe you're new to your school or new to your classroom or don't know anyone yet. How do you fit in? When the world is spinning so fast in the mornings now, when you have to get ready for school and get up and get going and get where you need to be, sometimes it can be overwhelming. I tell my wiggling body, be still. I tell my thinking mind, be quiet. We can calm ourselves down. I tell my racing breath, be slow. Can you tell your own breath for a moment to be slow? I close my eyes and make room in my mind, in my heart to create and imagine. I am yoga. This is mountain pose. If you'd like to, you can follow along with the poses as well. If you want to jump up and do mountain pose, just like this little girl is doing, go ahead and do that. I can touch the sky. I am so tall. What pose do you think this is? That's right, tree pose. Can you be a tree? I can soar among the clouds. I am safe. I am free. Look at her. Can you do that too? That's like a warrior pose, warrior 3, or airplane pose, soaring high above the sky. You could pretend you're any bird you want as well. I can sparkle with the stars. I can shimmer and shine. Star pose. Can you stand up tall with your feet spread apart and reach your arms apart? That is star pose. What does this one look like? This is half moon pose. I can dance with the moon. I light up the night. Can you try that pose? Good job. I can sail on the sea. I go with the flow. This one is boat pose. The next one. I can open my heart. I feel love. This one is called, what do you think has 2 humps and walks through the desert and stores all its water in its hump? Camel pose, that's right. I can see far and wide. I am focused. This pose is called eagle pose. We'll go through these poses again throughout our practice together. I can turn things upside down. I am playful. This pose is called downward dog. I can stand up for me, warrior 1. I can stand up for others, warrior 2. I can stand up for peace, peaceful warrior, reverse warrior. I can open like a flower. I am beautiful. If you're up already, you can take a seat and sit just like that, very quietly. A peaceful flower. I can carry beauty with me. I am full. This pose, if you want to go onto your belly and reach for your ankles, lift your ankles, lift your feet. This one is bow pose. This little one is holding a bouquet of flowers. I can say, I've had enough for today, and I can relax. This one is like a rock or child's pose, and just rest. You can turn over on your back. I can rest. I am calm. Look at that, just lying there on the beach, in your bed, on the couch, on the floor, wherever you are. Now the world is just the right speed. Now my world is just the right size. See that? Now we've got a little charge of what's going on. We can take care of ourselves, right? Now I see I fit in just fine. I am yoga. I can be anything. You can be anything you imagine you want to be. And that's our book today. Again, that's called I Am Yoga. You can buy that book on Amazon, and you can get that book as well at Barnes & Noble. That's where I got that book. All right, the next, what we're going to practice is a bumblebee breath. So if you want, sit cross-legged, like crisscross applesauce, and we're going to practice our bumblebee breath. In bumblebee breath, if you plug your ears and close your eyes and make a buzzing sound. So we'll buzz together. So we'll plug our ears and close our eyes down, and then you're going to make the bzzz, saying the Z like a buzzing bee sound. Okay, let's do it together. So you'll inhale and you're bzzz out. Inhale and make that buzzing bee sound out. And then you can feel all the vibrations going through your head, sometimes in the mouth and the back of the throat. It feels really tickly and fun. And it's a really great breath to help you calm down if you're feeling anxious, or maybe you're upset, or maybe you're angry, or maybe you just want to make a new sound and see how it feels. So plug your ears, close your eyes, and we'll inhale and then make that buzzing bee sound out. And you're going to inhale again and make that buzzing bee sound out. Let's do it again. Inhale, buzzing bees. And maybe your bee sound is shorter and you inhale sooner. That's fine too. Inhale. Whew, shake it out a little bit. How'd that make you feel? Yeah. Sometimes that makes me feel like all the sound is up here in my head, and sometimes it helps reconnect things in my mind, helps me slow down a little bit and just think, man, I can make a buzzing bee sound. The next one is snake breath. That's the sound of S, like a snake. So if you'd like to, you can put your hands together and pretend you're a snake slithering through the grass. Just like that. You can keep your eyes wide open so you can see where you're going and make an S sound. So we'll inhale together. Good. Inhale again. Good. One more time. Big breath in. And pretend you're a slithering snake. Nice. The next breath is an O sound, like a wise old owl. And we're just going to cross our arms. We're a wise old owl. We're noticing what's going on all around us. Cross our feathers. Inhale. Oh, good. Inhale again. Oh, inhale again. Oh, good job. Our next sound is the letter M. Maybe you have a favorite cookie you like to eat. I like chocolate chip cookies or M&M cookies. So if you want to make an M sound, pretend you're holding your favorite cookie and we're going to say like we just love it. All right, are you ready? Big breath in. Good. Breathe in again. And again, breathe in. Good. Shake it out. I hope you feel relaxed just from breathing. That's good. All right, we're gonna go on our mat now, or just on the floor, or maybe have a favorite blanket you wanna stand on too. That's okay. So whatever it is, go ahead and reach for that, and then we'll join together on our mat. We're gonna start with cat and cow pose. So I'm gonna turn my mat to face you actually, so I'm a little closer to you. All right, cat and cow pose. This is a great warm-up pose. So you'll tuck your toes under, and your knees and hips will be in alignment. Your wrists and your elbows and your shoulders all stacked on top of each other. First, we're going to melt our heart towards the earth and lift our tailbone up. Take your eye gaze up. This is cow pose. Moo. And then you're going to rotate through for cat pose. Take your eye gaze back between your knees to your toes. Arch your back like a kitty cat and say meow. That's it. And again, inhale, cow pose. If you want to say the sound of a cow, you can. And if you want to then go into cat and say meow, you sure can. Melt the heart, lift the tailbone, eye gaze up. And turn the body, eye gaze down for cat. Let's go again. Inhale for cow. Moo. And exhale for cat. Meow. Good. Point your toes away now. So the tops of the feet are on the earth. So we're like this. The tops of the feet are on the earth. We're going to sit back on our heels and then rotate over to one side. Come forward. So we're just creating a little circular pattern with the body. Just warming up the body. Getting some wiggles out. And the opposite direction. Good. That's it. Just warming up the body here. Maybe want to rest down now for child's pose. Our knees will come wide. Our big toes touch. Our hips pull back. Our bottom is resting on our heels. Walk your fingertips forward. Melt your heart and your chest towards the earth. And then rest forehead on the mat. Relax your arms. This is called child's pose. At any point during the practice, if you want to come to child's pose, you sure can. Inhale, slowly come back up and out from child's pose position. Bring the knees back together. We're going to create a tabletop. From the side, it looks like this. So our knees and our hips are stacked. We're going to point the toes away, press the tops of the feet into the earth. Our wrists, elbows, and shoulders are stacked on top of each other. Our eyes look down, so we're a flat tabletop, just like your breakfast table. Good. From here, we're going to go into what's called downward facing dog. So tuck your toes under, begin to lift your hips up, and pedal out your feet. So you're going to alternate your right knee bend, left knee bend, pedal out your feet. And then send the heels directly into the earth. See if you can sink the heels to touch the earth. Press down through the hands, lift through the hips. Good job. This is downward dog. Then slowly walk your feet forward towards your hands. Rise to chair pose. Sink in the hips again. Make your belly strong by pulling in your tummy, drawing your belly button to your back almost. Reach through the arms. Chair pose. We're just seated here in a chair. Now draw your hands together. Put your hands in prayer. Hold here. Good. Maybe that's enough work for you right there. We're going to rotate and look to one side. Rotate and look to the other side. Your legs might be getting tired, so let's drop our hands to the earth and forward fold. This one is like a peanut butter and jelly sandwich. We're going to squish in half. Take your hands to your calves and squeeze our body in half. Like a peanut butter and jelly sandwich. Squish. Good. Half left. Bring your hands to your shins. And another flat back here. Good, let's fold in half again. Squish your body in half, like a peanut butter and jelly sandwich. Good, inhale, hands to shins, and then slowly rise. Bring your arms up very slowly and shake your arms out. Oh, we're gonna get a few wiggles out here. Nice, just shake everything out. Wake the body up. Good. Standing in mountain pose now. Mountain pose is called Tadasana. Ta-da! Standing tall. Yeah, press your palms forward, press down through your heels. Sweep your arms up overhead. Big breath in, inhale. And then exhale, side bend to the right. So we're gonna reach through our arms, side bend to one side. You can follow the same direction I'm going. Back to center, and then reach away to the opposite side. Good, just a nice side bend. Back to center, and again to the side. Nice, shake it out again. We learned eagle pose in the book. It's a fun balancing pose. We're gonna try it now. In eagle pose, arms, I'll come a little closer again so you can see. We're gonna make cactus arms, just like this. So can you make a cactus like in the desert of Texas or Arizona? Good. Now we're going to take one elbow up over the other elbow. So we're like this. And maybe this is enough. Maybe we have a V and we frame the face. If you can, we start to curve the arms around each other so that the fingertips of one hand press into the palm of the other. It's kind of tricky, but it's a bit of fun. Good. So we have our arms for eagle pose. Now to add our legs for eagle pose, we're going to send one leg out to the side. You can follow the same direction as me. Then wrap that leg up and around, hook it back behind you and on your calf. If that's too much and you're feeling very wiggly, go ahead and put your toes on the ground or even a floating foot. So instead of connecting the toes around the calf muscle. Or keep your toes like a kickstand touching the earth and then begin to sink in your hips. Good job. Maybe you can even start to look down. Pretend you're an eagle all wrapped up in his feathers in his nest. And then come back out and soar, fly, flap your wings. Yay, good job. And shake it out. We're gonna switch sides. Stand in mountain pose first. So it's called Tadasana. Say ta-da. Good. Stand tall. And then we're going to do our eagle pose once again. I'm going to come to my knees so you're a little closer to me. And here we go. So create cactus arms again. We're going to take our left elbow up over the right. Wrap the arms around each other. Remember, if you want to stay like this, you can. Or maybe you can get your fingertips into the palm of the other hand. Lift your arms high. And then drop the elbows low. Good, we're gonna add our legs now. Extend one leg, follow me, same side. Out to the side, then wrap it up and around. And again, maybe we have a floating foot. Maybe we kickstand our toes to the earth. Or maybe we can even wrap our toes behind our other leg. And then slowly start to hinge forward. Maybe our eagle is taking a rest for the day. Maybe in the eagle's nest, there's little baby eagles. Or maybe there's eggs in the nest. So sitting quietly. And when you're ready, we're gonna fly. So reach your arms out to the side, flap your wings. Good. Nice. And Tadasana, mountain pose again. Maybe that eagle landed on the top of the mountain. Good job. In Tadasana, it's a great pose for just noticing how you feel. Notice your heartbeat. Notice your breath coming in and going out. Good job. All right, we're going to learn some warrior poses. There are lots of warrior poses. Warrior 1, warrior 2, warrior 3, reverse warrior. So we're going to learn those yoga poses. I have taught yoga in schools for 5 years, and the kids' favorite game in all the classes is Yogi Says. So if you listen very carefully and we learn all our poses today, we'll play the game at the end called Yogi Says. It's similar to Simon Says, but we hold different yoga poses. So listen carefully and learn all the poses so you can play the game at the end of our practice. All right, our first pose is Warrior One. So standing at the back edge of the mat, we're going to take a big step forward and our other leg is back behind us. Then we're going to sweep our arms up overhead for Warrior One. Warrior One, do, 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 do. Warrior One, do, 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 do. That's it. Look at that. So I'll show you from this side. Our back leg is long, our front knee is bent, our arms are up high. Warrior One. Our next pose is a Warrior Two. We're going to drop our back foot down and extend through the arms. Reach long through the arms and sink in the hips. We still have our front knee bent and our back leg straight and strong. Reach through the arms. Warrior Two, do, 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 do. Warrior Two, do, 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 do. Oh, I know kids like that shark song. Our next pose is Peaceful Warrior or Reverse Warrior. So we're going to take our back hand down our back leg and reach our front hand up to the sky. Take your eye gaze up and sink in the hips. Good, Peaceful Warrior. Let's just hold here. If it's too strenuous, you can come back out to Warrior Two at any time. And you can always take Child's Pose like we learned at the beginning of our practice. Hold Reverse Warrior. Good, and come back out. Warrior Two. Let's go to Warrior One. Come up onto the back toes. Lift the arms high. And then our next pose is Airplane Pose, Warrior Three. This one's a little trickier. So go ahead and step your legs back together. Shake it out because your legs might be getting a little tired. And we're going to take an airplane pose. So watch out if you have your brothers and sisters in the room. You don't want to give them a kick with that back leg. All right, here we go. Stand tall in Tadasana. And then we're going to lean forward and fly our arms out like an airplane. Kick your left leg back. Your right leg is planted. Or follow me, just looking at the video. Reach through the arms. And then look down with your eyes. Imagine you're soaring high above the sky. All the buildings are tiny. The people are tiny. The cars are tiny. Maybe you're an airplane. Maybe you're a bird soaring. Maybe you're a kite on a kite string. Good, stand back up, shake it out. We're gonna do all the warrior poses on the other side. Are you ready? Good. Okay, stand up tall, Tadasana, mountain pose. Ta-da! Good, big step forward. Follow my foot. Same leg, look in the video and see. Nice, sink in the hips and then sweep the arms up overhead. Warrior One, do, 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 do. Warrior One, do, 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 do. I'm going to show you from the side. So our hips are forward. Kick back through that leg, long back leg. Front knee is bent. Extend through the arms. Good, Warrior One. Now Warrior Two. Drop the back foot down and extend through the arms. Warrior Two. Take your eye gaze strong and powerful over your front hand. You're courageous, you're strong, you're brave, you're amazing. Nice. From here into Reverse Warrior or Peaceful Warrior. Drop the back hand down the back leg. Bring that front hand high and take your eye gaze out. Good. And again, if anything is too hard or you're feeling a little too tired, come out of the pose and rest in Child's Pose. That's great. Like a rock. Like in our book, or a seashell on the seashore. Good, come back out, Warrior Two. Nice, and then back to Warrior One. So we're gonna pivot onto the back toe again and sweep the arms up overhead. Good, jump the feet back together and shake it out. All right, next is Warrior Three. We're gonna be an airplane. When you're ready, start to kick back through the right leg. Extend through the leg, reach through the arms. Good, you're an airplane soaring high above the sky. Lift up through your rooted leg. Kick back through to your extended leg. Good. Again, see all the tiny buildings? See all the tiny people and cars all over. Let's soar even higher. Maybe we're coming up into the mountains. Maybe we're a bird. Maybe we're a kite on the street. Or maybe we're an airplane. It's okay to wiggle around. Good, step back out. Shake it out again. Our next pose is tree pose. So we're gonna be a big tree. Turn your knee out and take your foot around your ankle or maybe your calf muscle. We don't want our foot on the knee ever, but we can take our foot up into the inner thigh. That's okay too. And then we're gonna add our beautiful branches. Extend through the arms. Nice. Sometimes there are certain flying critters in the tree. What would that be? A bat, yeah. Maybe a bird. Can you make the sound of birds chirping? Let's take our hands and pretend our hands are little birds. Yeah, good job. Can you whistle and make your birds chirp? Good. It's okay to wiggle around in tree pose a little bit. If you want to feel really steady, take your eyes and focus at one point with your gaze. That'll help you stand up tall. Let's bring our hands back to heart center and send our foot to join the other. Shake it out. Again, Tadasana. Ta-da, you are amazing. You are wonderful. Let's switch sides. Good, take the foot around the ankle or maybe the calf muscle. Avoid the knee, so we don't want to put the foot on the knee at all, or maybe the inner thigh. Squeeze your bottom together, pull your legs in together, yeah. And then add your branches. We want long, beautiful branches. Good. Nice. Maybe we have a butterfly in this tree. Can you cross your hands, connect your thumbs, and make a butterfly? Maybe we have butterflies in our tree today, like the monarch butterfly from South America. Good. Maybe we have birds in the trees on this side. Maybe we have robins. Different birds out there. Ah, good. Bring your hands to heart center. And then kick your leg down. Shake it out again. Good job. Nice. Let's see, we need to learn a few more poses now for our Yogi Says. So we've done a warrior 1, warrior 2, warrior 3, peaceful warrior, tree pose, that's already 5, plus child's pose, Tadasana, which is mountain pose. What else have we done? A cat pose, a cow pose, and now we're gonna do a few poses on the ground. This one is called locust pose. So we're gonna see if we can balance and use our strength in our back. So go ahead and come onto your belly. We're gonna extend our arms out, palms turned down, and put your toes away, way back behind you. Imagine right now you're a pencil, really tight and long. And then slowly lift up your legs. Yep, lift up your arms and lift your chest off the ground. Good, locust pose. Nice. Maybe lift your arms even higher, lift your legs even higher. Good. From here, right into what's called bow pose. So bend your knees, reach for your ankles, and lift. Yeah. Maybe you can rock a little bit. Remember in the book, the girl in the picture was holding all the flowers in the back. They were all drawn in like a bow. You're holding all those beautiful flowers. And release. Go ahead and rest on one ear and drop your shoulders toward the earth. Your arms are heavy, your legs are heavy. You're super supported by the earth. And again, here we go, locust pose. Lift your legs, lift your arms, lift your chest, lift your face up, eye gaze up, yep. Lift your chin, Good. And then bend your knees, reach for your ankles. Maybe just stay right here, drawing your heels towards your bottom. Maybe you lift up. Good. Maybe can rock forward and backwards. I know kids like to do that. Yeah. Nice. And relax. Come to your ear again. Drop your shoulders towards the earth. Your arms and your legs are heavy and soft. Inhale. And exhale. Good. Our next pose is called shark pose. We're going to take our arms, reach them back behind us, press your palms together, and imagine you have a shark fin on your back. Maybe you can wiggle around. Maybe you can even lift your legs up. Good. So imagine you've got a shark fin. You can even interlace your fingers and bring the steeple finger up. Imagine that's a big shark fin on your back. I'll turn to the side so you can see it as well. So our legs are lifted. Interlace your fingers and lift. Imagine you've got a shark fin. Or you can bring your hands together on your back and imagine you've got a shark fin, maybe your baby shark. Maybe your daddy shark. Good job. Nice, so shark pose. Good. Next, we're gonna take our hands to the earth, come to our knees and push up. Back in tabletop pose. And from tabletop to a downward dog. Do you remember downward dog? Let's see it. We're gonna tuck our toes under, lift your hips, and melt your heart towards the earth. Relax the neck. Maybe pedal out the feet. Inhale and exhale. Good job. Come back to chair pose, so walk your feet forward and lift your arms through. Sink in the hips, chair pose. Nice. Bring your hands together, palms to heart center. Good, and then we're gonna open up our arms to one side. Rotate around to opposite side. Bring your hands back to heart center and drop forward. Uttanasana, forward fold. Remember our peanut butter and jelly sandwich? Fold in half. Hands to shins, flat back. Good, and fold in half again. Draw your nose towards your knees. And half flat back, like a tabletop again, but this time standing. Good, reverse angel wings. We're gonna fly our arms out to the side, sweep the arms up overhead, interlace the fingers at the top, and side bend once again to the right. Follow my same shape. For you would be the left. Back to center, and to the opposite side. Good, and shake it out. All right, kids, I think we're ready for our game, Yogi Says. So we have a number of poses that we're gonna try to recreate. I will demonstrate the poses as we go. If you have friends around or brothers and sisters, grab them to come and play with us. This is also a game you can teach your friends at school. All right, so Yogi Says. Are you ready? Stand tall in Tadasana. Yogi Says Tadasana. Everyone in the room, Tadasana. Yogi Says Warrior One. So hold your Warrior One. I'll demonstrate to the side. Warrior One. Yogi Says Warrior Two. Drop the back foot down, extend through the arms. Eye gaze is strong and powerful over the front fingertips. Good, Warrior Two. Shark pose. Oh, if you headed to shark pose, that means then you're out. But if you held Warrior Two, you're still in the game. All right, so let's try that again. Yogi Says shark pose. Are you ready? Drop down to shark pose. Good job. Hold shark pose. Yogi Says locust pose. Woo, lift your arms, lift your legs. Good. Yogi Says Tadasana. Oh, jump up for Tadasana. Good, just breathe a minute. Good. Warrior Three or airplane pose. Good, you didn't do it. Good job, but if you did, that means you're out. So if you've got lots of kids in the room, you can play this game. It's really fun. If you're just playing with me, that's fun too. All right, Yogi Says Tadasana. Excuse me. Sorry. Yogi Says Eagle Pose. I gotta get a drink. Just a minute. If you need to stop and get a drink, you can do that too. All right, where were we? Oh, that's right, eagle pose. Yogi Says eagle pose. Cactus arms. Wrap your arms around. Wrap your legs around and bend forward. Good job. Yogi Says tree pose. Come out. And tree pose. Either side is great. Hold your tree pose. Warrior two. Oh, you guys are getting good at listening. Nicely done. We're still in tree pose because Yogi said tree pose. Good. Yogi Says child pose. Knees wide, walk the fingertips forward, melt the heart and the chest toward the earth. And rest. Yogi Says warrior three. Jump up, quick. Good, and soar over the ground, you're way up high in the sky. Nice, maybe you want to tip side to side a little bit. Play around with it. Maybe you fall over, that's okay too. Good. Yogi Says Tadasana. Downward dog. Good, you guys are listening very well. Yogi Says downward dog. Child's pose. Oh, good listening again. Yogi Says child's pose. Good, sit up tall. Nice, we're gonna do one more pose. It's called mermaid pose. We're gonna finish our game up. And I would love for you to share that game with other kids. Come back to another kids yoga class so that you can learn more poses. So when you play Yogi Says, you'll have all sorts of poses to pull out of your hat. You did a great job today. This last pose we're gonna learn before we rest is called mermaid pose. So take both legs, knees bent to one side. We're gonna walk our hands to the opposite side, sit up tall, and then drop your eye gaze over towards your knees. So your beautiful mermaid resting on the seashore. Imagine that waves are coming up onto the seashore. Imagine you sitting there, getting splashed by the waves. It feels so good. The sun is shining warm upon your skin. Maybe you can hear the seagulls as they fly by. Yeah, good. Sit up tall and we'll switch sides. Bend your knees. Rotate to the opposite side. Walk the fingertips to one side and then take the eye gaze over to the knees again. We're still that mermaid sitting on the seashore. Your tail is glistening in the sunshine. Maybe you have a starfish, a seashell in your hair. Good, and come back to center. From here, shake your legs out. We're gonna walk our fingertips towards our toes and just fold forward. Just soften. And then sit up tall again. Nice. And from here, we're gonna lay on our back. This is called Shavasana here, lying on your back. But before we head there, we're gonna bring our right knee into our chest, left knee into our chest, wrap our arms around our knees and rock side to side. Give yourself a little massage on your back. And then our next pose is called happy baby pose. Bring your knees in close to your shoulders. Take your peace fingers, 2 fingers like your scissor fingers. We're gonna hook our big toes. Then bend your knees towards the earth. If that's too complicated, just take your hands and reach for your feet. You can rock side to side or swivel a little bit. Good. Just calming the body down after all of our fun. Bring your knees back into the chest and then just release. One leg long, keep one knee in close. We're gonna drop that knee over to the opposite side. Oh, feels good. Come back to center. Switch legs. Kick the other leg long on your mat and drop that knee over to the side. Good. Feels really great. Good, and back to center. And take both legs long. We're gonna lie flat on our back. If you have a blanket handy, you can take your blanket or ask your mom to help or your dad to put a blanket over you. You can pretend you're a big grizzly bear and you're gonna hibernate for just a little bit and hide in your blanket. If you want to, you can put your hands on your belly and notice your belly coming up and down when you breathe. When you inhale, expand your belly. Exhale, draw your belly button towards your spine and get all the air out. Maybe you can envision a big hot air balloon. Imagine your belly is expanding like a hot air balloon. Big, big, big belly. And exhale, sigh it out. And just release your hands at your sides. Just breathe. Just relax. Notice your heartbeat in your chest. Notice how calm you feel. Thank yourself for trying yoga today and learning some new poses. You can stay here as long as you would like to. And maybe you even have fallen asleep. That's okay too. All right, we're going to sit back up to finish our time together and sit in crisscross applesauce. Nice. Bring your hands to your heart center. You can even take your hands and place them right on your heart if you'd like to. Inhale fully. Long side out. And remember, you are brave. You are strong. You are amazing. You have a destiny, a purpose for your life, and you are loved. We end with the word namaste, meaning the light in me sees the light in you. I like to take it a step further, saying the light in me sees, loves, recognizes the courage, the strength, the tenacity in each of you. Namaste. Thank you so much for spending your time with me. I look forward to seeing you in our next kids yoga class. And please follow along, subscribe to my YouTube channel so that you can be updated and notified when our next class is taught, so you can learn new classes. There are a number of videos already uploaded. Some of those are with my daughter as well, teaching you yoga with her. All right, if you have any questions, please don't hesitate to have your mom or your dad contact me via email or even with a phone call. You can check that out on my website at just the number one, hummingbirdyoga.com. Like my hummingbird yoga words here and the bird up on the wall. All right. Thank you for joining me, and I'll see you again soon.